Here it is, look. Come on, buddy.
Don't worry, Zion is totally cool. He gets up, he smashes it out. Come along again, check out the new installment of the levels and see how these guys are progressing through it. We're starting to fade away as much as we can from hand signals and getting these guys working more independently. And for some of the fast students, we're actually slowing them down by adding in some extra things like a sit in between individual links in the chain. So come along and check it out. Hey, I'm Stu. Thanks for tuning in. I run Barefoot Paws, and at the Brainery, we have an enrichment-based program. And what I want to show you in this video today is how we use enrichment in a one-on-one situation to make sure that your student is getting the best life possible, both at school and at home.
Up. Over. Over. Good girl. Sit. Codes. Good girl.
You'll notice that Sid is starting to become jumpy and a little bit nippy. We're going to start to work on that with him, so that he gets the idea that he doesn't need to assert any control or agency over a situation that is beyond his control. These are natural herding behaviors, but I've got some concerns which are being echoed by his owners, and we're going to start to sort that out
Sit.
with him.
Over. Over. Good.
Students that present impulsive
Sit.
personalities / behaviors, such as
Good.
attention seeking, such as chasing, never stopping, never being able to relax, those sorts
Sydney,
of things,
up.
finding it hard to listen.
This way.
They tend to have what
Sit.
we call impulse control issues. So they find it hard to delay
Back.
gratification. Right? How can we fix that? Teach a dog a 5-minute sit. The stay is implied. Teach them to sit when you say sit. Walk out of the room, come back, they're still there. Now, these sorts of things will help this guy
Good
out
job, buddy.
tremendously,
Sit.
and many others like him. If I teach a sit, a place, a stand, a down,
Sitting.
teach duration within a certain skill,
What are you doing?
and you'll actually be able to improve
scallywag.
the ability of a student to
What
be
do you say?
less
Sit.
impulsive and more proactive. Benefits are
Sit.
beyond the actual sit. The sit is a nice
Yes.
byproduct that we
Sit.
can use in various situations. But I'm able to get far more attention. Like Sid here is starting to
Sit.
realize that when I say something,
Good.
it is important for
Sit.
him to pay attention to it because it's worth his
Sit.
while. Sometimes things are a little bit hard, and in this sort of situation, I'm just going to
boy.
help him out and mold him into position, for example. These are things that you can do at home, and you can get a far greater level of lifestyle out of your student. From previous videos, the project with Buzz is that he becomes more confident in pushing through the groups of the class so that he realizes that it is indeed his turn and not someone else's turn. It's my job to shoo the others
quick.
away and make sure that he gets the picture
Good
that
boy.
this food, this law is just for him. This sense of achievement is just for him. This
Good
accomplishment is just for him. This is all one-on-one time between him and myself. And we're getting him to a point where he will actually
Good
push for the
boy.
law. This
Yes.
is a great thing. Just to get up on these steps, you see some of the other dogs, they just go at it, no problems. But Buzz is such a polite fellow. He doesn't want to run the risk of upsetting
man.
anyone.
Oh, you're
So
on
getting
camera,
him
so are
up
you?
here in itself is no mean feat. This has taken some time to get there. So I wasn't able to get him across the bridge of doom. So we're just going to take
Boy,
a
oh,
different
nice
angle.
push.
You can see this time he's going much quicker.
I'm liking this.
The other dogs are realizing, oh, hey, it's not so easy to get the food with Buzz up here, so we'll just give him some space.
Come on
And I'm going to try and get Buzz across here. Doesn't matter whether he can do it or
are a
not. It
big
doesn't
lug.
matter
Get
whether
out
there's
of the way.
another dog in the way.
No,
If
not
Buzz
you.
can't
you're
do it
the
yet, we'll just
You need
try
to get
again
in my
later
way.
on in the next week.
Come on in. Oh, jump on the couch at home. Come on, buddy. Buzzy. Buzzy, buzzy.
All right, now this is
boy.
something that Buzz is good at. He's really good
This
at
way.
the sway bridge. So I'm going to put the lure, and I'm just teaching him that, hey, you can do this when I want you to do it. That's all okay. But we're back at his hard point. And my goal is to try and convince him that just as he got over to here, he can actually get to the next step.
There you go, good man.
And like I said before, it doesn't matter whether he does or doesn't. It doesn't matter if I hit all my goals in one session. I can just break it down. We can get it done.
Over. Good boy. Ready?
Scooby Choo is another one of those students who would benefit greatly from more social skills in their repertoire, in their toolbox. So even now, when I give him the sit command, I still do need to help him out.
Sit.
He does know it, but he doesn't know it well enough. All right, so I'll just help him out. When I say that he needs to do something, I'm going to follow up with enough cueing, with enough prompting, with enough molding, whatever is required in that particular instance to make it happen for him in a manner that doesn't lead to confusion. So you can see he's another one of those students who's quite impulsive. So we're just going to make things nice and predictable for him. Now, he's not the type of student at this stage to just push ahead and complete the entire sequence of events. He still looks at each individual exercise as its own thing to accomplish. So he's got a couple of things going on there, right? One, he needs to be able to improve his ability to respond to certain commands, as well as learn to link the entire sequence of events together. Buddy is the opposite of Scooby. Buddy's fast. Buddy needs to also understand that he must pay more attention to his handler than to the environment. So that's what we're working on. So at the end of each individual link in the chain, what we're going to do is include a sit.
Yes.
He goes up.
Buddy.
See how he's automatically trying to finish off the entire sequence of events? That's incorrect execution. I need him back here. So you're going to have to sit at the end of that particular behavior. And stay sat. Then I'm going to get him to go over, but he needs to go over the plank. He can't just finish it off any old how. There's a specific way of finishing the levels exercise off.
Buddy.
There you go, that's better. Now he's got to sit.
Buddy. Sit.
In between each behavior,
Buddy. Up.
There's a sit.
Nope.
Rather than just rushing off ahead blindly and just believing that, hey, I've got this, I can do this.
Good boy.
He's taking himself out of the team effort. And we've got to make sure that he remembers that this is a team effort, not an individual sport.
Yes. This is how we want him to take food. Snappy, snappy. Good boy. See him. Up. Good boy. Over. See him? It's so hard for you, isn't it? You're the biggest one here. Go on. Here's your motivation. Come on. Cool. There it is. All yours. Good boy. Here it is, look. Come on, buddy. See you.
So I told you he'd be alright. He is alright, and you watch the rest of this. He's going to absolutely smash the horizontal ladder.
Slow down, buddy.
I think this is going to be the best he actually does, even though he came a cropper getting over to that first pedestal.
Got it. Good boy. Good boy.
See, I've got a hold of his back hips there.
Ready?
I'm actually going to help pick his leg up and put it there because he's more concerned about the crash at this stage than he is about correct execution.
Stay there, Chief.
And that's okay.
Yes, you're a good boy.
That's where the teamwork comes in, and I'll help guide him and help him out.
Good boy.
See, he's very tentative with those back legs. It's not uncommon in big dogs, people. These guys grow up so quick, they don't necessarily have really good proprioception, especially in that back end. So we can just help him out. And that's where the horizontal ladder really comes into its own.
All right, Zion, over.
Now look at his body language, the way he stretches out his front and the way he leaves his back legs behind until
Good man.
things click together.
Zion, It's different at this angle, isn't it? Good boy.
See how he's really stretched out there?
Sure
This is
is.
very common of fearful dogs.
Good boy.
That tail is flicking
Hazel makes
around
it
to the
easy.
right
She's about
predominantly,
like
thinking a
10% of your
huge
size.
amount,
Come
and
on, buddy. There
bang.
you go. That's it.
Dot's literally just connected in his brain.
Come on in.
You just saw a new neural network being created there.
This way. Yes. We've got work to do, buddy. Up. Sit on. Sit. Good. Stay. You off. Sit on. Sit.
So again, he's a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
unsure. He doesn't quite know what to do.
Sit.
So he's going to lift up a lure,
Good.
help mold him into that sit.
Oh, good man. Over. Good. You ready? Sit.
We're going to get him into a sit again. He's quite excited. A lot of stuff going on for him.
Good boy. Sit. Good.
Nice and
Yes.
slow and
Come on.
steady. That's it. Good work.
See him?
Boom.
Good man. Come on in. Ready? Up. Good girl. Over. Good work.
So Laser Hazel doesn't lack motivation. She doesn't lack enthusiasm. What we are going to do with Laser is just slow her down.
Sit.
Her obedience
Good work.
skill set is actually pretty good. What we're going to do with her is just, again, make sure that she understands that there are varying speed limits. There isn't the speed of light and nothing. There are lots of different grades of speed in between that, right? And this is where life becomes easier for Laser Hazel. Putting in the sits, adding a pause, letting her breathe,
Sit. Wrong.
taking things slowly. So again,
Start
she
again.
doesn't have to do the
easy.
entire
Good girl.
sequence
Sit.
of events. Remember, like
Hey, back away.
Muddy
No,
Buddy
no,
was
no,
doing the
stop
same
thinking.
thing. He just wants to smash it out.
Good
But
girl.
that's not teamwork.
Over.
So Laser's going to have to go across.
You're putting off, buddy.
He does finally get across into a sit. Just gives her a pause, gives her some time to think rather than react.
Come on. Up.
Up she hops.
Good girl. Sit.
Again into a sit.
Over.
This extra time is uncomfortable for her. And these are the things, particularly with reactive dogs, it's very, very similar. As soon as we start adding time into the equation, things become very difficult because you actually have to think.
Yes. See, those ears are pointing straight back. That was hard. Something very new. Very difficult. Good work. Thank you. Where are you, boyo? Up. Over. Good boy. Up. Stop. Ned. Good boy. Oh, that's worth something, isn't it? Good man. Ready? Ooh. Sit. Good boy.
What we're doing with the Dopamine is we are generalizing his ability to focus on a particular handler.
Over.
So we're really building our relationship up.
Good boy.
He
So
can
cautious.
do just about everything. So for him, this is really about fun, getting some confidence, those sorts of things.
Good.
But it's also for us to continue to build up the teamwork and the team ethic that we have between us.
Yes. Good man. Ned, you ready? Ned. Up. Ned. This way. Good boy. Sit. Good.
Now, Dopamine is a type of student who doesn't need to be in the thick of it,
boy.
and at certain times that can actually stress him out.
Ned.
So even though we're doing a one-on-one session, you'll notice that the other dogs more or less are leaving him alone, right? Because he's a relatively highly ranked
Ned.
member of our class. So the other guys leave him alone, but it's important for him to realize that he doesn't need to fend for himself.
Good boy.
He's not on an island on his own.
See that mouth
He's
open there?
surrounded
Sit.
by his classmates, and that's an okay thing. It makes him more comfortable in more social environments, and that's a real key thing for the Dopamine.
Over. Yeah, he's starting to get it. Sit. Good man. Ned. Neddy. Good boy. It's hard, isn't it? Ned. Sit. Yes. Oh, you're a good man.
Hey, thanks so much for hanging around. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you've been here this long, you know you want to anyway, and you can get all of the updates as to when the new videos come out. I'll see you in the next one.